Hi, I'm Ani Anderson, co-founder here at the Somatic Coaching Academy, and I am really excited today to talk to you about how to unravel the patriarchy, which might seem like a very big, huge deal, big topic, but I really believe it comes down to just one thing. Patriarchy has been a topic for quite a bit, but I think it's really kind of come to a head recently. And when we classically think about how to take down that patriarchal structure, and we talk about fighting the system, we talk about fighting it, we talk about resisting it. Whenever I see a bumper sticker or a sign about resistance, part of me gets really excited about that. And part of me goes, is that really gonna work? Because I really wanna be part of the change. I really wanna be part of the fight and part of the resistance. And boy, oh boy, it can really make me mad. I heard something yesterday, I don't remember what it is, and I don't even want to energize it to talk about it, but it was so awful about things that were going on in the US government. I was appalled. And it does make us angry to hear about those things. And let's make no mistake, the patriarchal problems are not just impacting women, they're impacting all of us. They're impacting and keeping all of us imprisoned. So what do we do? What do we do instead? Because fighting it isn't going to work. Resisting it is important, but it's not going to fix it. So what do we do instead? There's two concepts that help me understand where I'm coming from today, that inform where I'm coming from today. The first is the natural laws of the universe, and the second is the map of consciousness. But before we go on, let's just take a minute to get ourselves centered, shall we? Why? Because that's how we want to feel. We want to feel centered. We want to feel present. We want to feel full of vitality and life. And we've got to take those moments to be able to do that. And practice those things that we really want, and practice how we want to feel. So let's just take a second. Go ahead, sit back in your chair. Feel your bottom on the seat. Feel your feet flat on the floor. And just for a moment, I'm going to walk you through a super quick body scan. So feeling the top of your head, and then bringing your attention to your eyes, and just feeling whatever your body feels like right now. Not trying to change it, just focusing our attention on the present moment. Bringing your attention to your jaw. Bring your attention down to your shoulders, your arms, down to your hands. Bringing your attention to your chest, your heart space. Not trying to change anything at all, just paying attention, being mindful, using our focus. Paying attention to your belly, your bottom on the seat, bringing your attention to your thighs, your calves, your ankles, and your feet on the floor. Good. Take a nice deep breath. Great. Feels good, right? Calmer, more centered, more aligned. What's going on out there in the land of the patriarchy? We can't control a lot of it, but we can control what's going on in here. And we can make the time and take the time to control our inner state. We can feel like the patriarchy is the perpetrator, and we can feel victimized, and we can see how other people are being victimized. And there's a lot that we don't have control over, and there's a lot of victim perpetrator energy that we can get stuck in. It gets us stuck in the drama triangle. Brian and I are actually talking about this on a podcast that's coming out really soon, so you can look for that if you don't know what the drama triangle is. The resolving factor for helping us to get out of this victim perpetrator cycle is seeing ourselves as a creator. And we can see ourselves as a creator from this place of tension, but what are we going to get putting it out there? More tension and more fight. We can see ourselves as a creator from this place of centeredness, from calm, peace, and inner alignment. And then what are we going to get? The ability to respond rather than react, to come up with different solutions that are aligned with how we want to be, to allow us to be open, collaborative, receptive, alive, vibrant. I don't know about you, but that's the come from that I want to have. So first, let's talk a little bit about the natural laws. When I first learned the natural laws, one of the laws that really stuck out to me was the law of polarity. The law of polarity talks about how everything has two sides. We might not see it, but everything has two sides. So if we see the patriarchy and we don't like it, there must be another side. What would that side be? What would the other side of the coin be? Is it a matriarchy? I don't know. I think that matriarchy and patriarchy, they all have these archies. They all have these hierarchies associated with them. And I think the other side of the coin, the opposite, is actually not about an archy. It's about being a creator of our experience. And it's about knowing that we always have empowerment at our fingertips any moment from inside of us. Using the law of polarity, if the patriarchy exists, something else must exist as well. And I would say that that is our internal empowerment and the only thing that we really have control over. So let's also talk about the map of consciousness. The map of consciousness was developed by David Hawkins. And I'm not going to go into the whole thing right now. Actually, Brian and I did a podcast about that you can check out as well. The patriarchy energy resonates very low on the map of consciousness. How do we resonate higher? Well, we see everything as a win-win. We get in touch with our own peace, with peace. We see everything as an opportunity. Where is the opportunity here? Is it for us to fight? Is it for us to get in those lower levels, to resist, to yell and scream, to get caught up in daily drama and headaches? I would say our opportunity is to raise our level of consciousness. And to do that, we need to come from a different place, a place within us of equanimity, of calm, of peace, of love, of acceptance, of willingness. So as we transform these things in ourself, I do believe that we can change the outer world. I believe this is our place in history, actually, to prove that as we really focus on the change that we want in our own lives, as we look at those voices in our own heads that are bullies, when we look at the negativity that's in our minds and in our bodies, when we treat ourselves with compassion and love and safety, and we provide safety for ourselves, those are the things that are going to help us change the world outside. The number one thing that we can do to unravel the patriarchy is to be kind to ourselves. I hear it every single day in my coaching practice. Perfectionism, imposter syndrome, not working hard enough, not being smart enough, not getting it right. This is actually really simple. We're either coming from a place of our own perpetratorness, our own drama, our own victimization, our own wounds, our own limitations, or we're coming from a place of our own expression, of our own expansiveness, of our own peace in any moment. It feels really complicated, but it's not. When we're kind to ourselves, we overcome the inner patriarchy. When we're kind to ourselves, we raise our vibration. When we're kind, we come from our core expression, from our expansiveness. Coming from this place, everything can change. We become the creators of our lives. We become the influence and the change that we want to see in the world. We don't need everyone on the planet, by the way, to get to this place. We just need a small percentage of people to be aligning with truth, with creation, with co-collaboration, and with inner peace to change the vibrational frequency on the planet. But it starts with being kind. And our ability to do that is actually quite vulnerable. And it requires us to have a regulated nervous system, a centered nervous system. So I have an invitation for you if this is challenging for you. If you struggle with negative thinking, negative self-talk, anger, frustration, if you feel stuck, stagnant, if the current state of affairs is really getting to you, if you feel resistant, hopeless, I encourage you to join us at the Somatic Coaching Academy, to join us in May at Kripalu Center for Yoga and Health at our Core Centering program. The dates are May 18th through 22nd, and you will be afforded with the time that you need to reset your nervous system, tap into your inner creator, find calm, find peace, find those parts of yourself that you're longing for, and not needing to worry about cooking or cleaning or the dishes, staying in a beautiful location in the Berkshire Mountains, taking time and space to be present in nature, catching some hammock time, sitting by the lake. You'll leave with turnkey core centering toolbox that includes all the centering strategies that you need to get yourself centered from this place to come from that we want to see in the external world. You'll also be able to lead clients through centering practices and even lead classes and workshops if you want to. We'll even give you our time-tested business strategies to bring these practices into your life so that you get to reap the benefits of centering over and over and over multiple times a day when you're using these strategies, not just with yourself, but with your team, your clients, and your communities. Most importantly, you will find the one thing that will actually bring the patriarchy down: your own inner peace and your own inner empowerment. So if you'd like to join us, we would love to see you there. Click on the link below, and any questions, of course, can be directed to us at info@somaticcoachingacademy.com. Bye for now.